Hello my dear students, I welcome you all to learn a new chapter today. This chapter is an extract from the autobiography of Nelson Mandela under the topic Long Walk to Freedom. Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela was born on 18th July 1918. Died on 5th December 2013. This chapter is an extract. This chapter includes description of the inauguration ceremony, citation from his speech, his journey to being a freedom fighter, the struggle along with a tribute to other freedom fighters and countless other people who fought for their freedom. He has written an autobiography. The meaning of the word autobiography, writing about himself or herself. This writer is writing about himself. This leader, Nelson Mandela, he has written about his life, himself. This is his autobiography. This chapter which is given you in the syllabus, this is apart from the autobiography. It gives very good description about South Africa. In South Africa, a brutal practice named apartheid was followed. Apartheid refers to the discrimination between people on the basis of their race. It was one of the most brutal societies where dark-skinned people were deprived of their basic rights. This lesson gives us an overview as to how Nelson Mandela along with others curved their way to a society where there will be no discrimination on the basis of their color, caste, race, age or gender. The objective of this lesson to help the children to know about a great freedom fighter of South Africa and how the mental grit and determination can change the course of life of a determined youth. Through this lesson, every children you are going to learn, if there is a will, there is a way. There is nothing that can defeat you if you so desire. And you are going to learn about the sacrifice of the great freedom fighters of South Africa. Let me give you some new words to be learnt. Amphitheater. The meaning of the word amphitheater, an oval or round structure having tiers of seats rising gradually outward from a central open space or arena. Example, people usually gather in an amphitheater for a show. Next new word, chevron, a pattern in the shape of a V. A chevron of jet planes make a smoke trail of saffron, white and green color in the sky on the Republic Day in India every year. This example sentence for this. Gems, meaning for this, a precious or semi-precious stone, especially when cut and polished or engraved. The martyrs of Indian national freedom are the gems to be treasured in the annals of Indian history. Transitory, the meaning for this word, not permanent, subject to decay. No living being will rest on this blue planet permanently. They are subject to decay. Their lives are transitory. Lives of the human beings are transitory. The meaning of the word, not permanent. Prejudice, meaning for this word, a strong dislike without any reason. It was the prejudice of the Brahmins that did not allow Dr. Ambedkar sit along with them in his early childhood. Prejudice, meaning for this. Now, let me show you photo galleries, some group of photos related to this author and the lesson about this famous personality in the world, Nelson Mandela. This photo is taken in Umtata in the year 1937. This photo is taken Mandela and Evelyn in July 1944 at Walter and Albertina Zizulu's wedding party in the Bantu Men's Social Center. This photo is taken Mandela's former home in the Johannesburg township of Soweto. This is a signboard, an apartheid signboard. Apartheid legislation impacted all areas of life. I'll read for you, for use by white persons. These public premises and amenities thereof have been reserved for the exclusive use of white persons by order provincial secretary, because in that place so much discrimination was there. This is the signboard related to that, and this is a thatched room at Liliesleaf Farm where Mandela hid when during the protest against the British rule. And this photograph is a lime quarry on Robben Island where Mandela and other prisoners were forced to carry out hard labor. This photograph is taken inside of the Mandela's prison cell as it was when he was imprisoned in the year 1964, and his open cell window facing the prison yard on Robben Island, now a national and world heritage site. Mandela's cell later contained more furniture, including a bed from around 1973. This photograph is a prison yard on Robben Island. This is the bust of Mandela erected on London's South Bank by the Greater London Council administration of Ken Livingstone in the year 1985. This is the Free Mandela protest in East Berlin in the year 1986. This is a Lutherly house in Johannesburg which became all national, particularly here African National Congress headquarters in the year 1991. ANC, African National Congress. De Klerk and Mandela at the World Economic Forum in 1992. This is Mandela casting his vote in the year 1994 election. Houses in Soweto constructed under the RTP program in South Africa after he came to power. Mandela on a visit to Brazil in the year 1998. This photograph is about Mandela with US President Bill Clinton. Despite publicly criticizing him on several occasions, Mandela liked Clinton and personally supported him during his impeachment proceedings. Mandela visiting London School of Economics in the year 2000. Nelson Mandela and President of US George W. Bush in the Oval Office, May 2005. Members of public paying their respect outside Mandela's home after he passed away, and many people gather. In the year 1988, so with commemorative stamp captioned "The Fighter for Freedom of South Africa, Nelson Mandela" in Russian word. Flowers left at the Mandela statue in London's Parliament Square following his death, and bronze statue of Nelson and Winnie Mandela, his second wife, the long march to freedom at Morenbeek. Now let me give you information about this person in detail. Nelson Mandela was the South African political leader, politician, revolutionary and a philanthropist who played a key role in ending the apartheid regime of the 20th century. He served as the country's first black president from 1994 to 1999 and is considered one of the most significant figures of the 20th century. He was the winner of the 1993 Nobel Peace Prize for his role in bringing the apartheid regime to a peaceful end and laying the foundations for a truly democratic South Africa. Now let me give you introduction for this chapter. Long Walk to Freedom is the autobiography of former South African President Nelson Mandela, exploring themes of racial equality, political protest, and the ability of the human spirit to overcome great hardship. Long Walk to Freedom is considered one of the most acclaimed and important autobiographies of the late 20th century. Let me give you summary of this chapter in short. Nelson Mandela was sworn in as the first black president of South Africa on 10th May 1994. The swearing-in ceremony took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheatre in Pretoria. He addressed the rainbow gathering with a just telling that never, never and never again should it be that the beautiful land would experience the oppression of one by another. He wished that freedom in Africa should reign. The army officials who could have caught and put him in jail before were saluting him to pay respect to the newly born democracy. The two national anthems were sung at the time of his swearing-in ceremony. He recalls back the history and pays homage to the national martyrs who sacrificed their lives for the sake of their motherland. He tells that the martyrs were the men of extraordinary courage and wisdom and generosity. The country of South Africa is rich in minerals and gems, but the greatest wealth of a country is its people. He tells no one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. If people learn to hate, they can be taught to love too. He talks that man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never exhausted. He talks about the twin obligations towards his family and obligations towards his nation. While discharging his duties, he found he was not free. Hence, he joined African National Congress and fought for the freedom of his country. He knew that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. The oppressor and the oppressed are alike or robbed of their humanity. Now, let me give you the summary of this chapter, the details of these chapters in detail in every slides. Here, Anglo-Boer War. Anglo, that is a British army. Boer, they are South African Republic and Orange Free State. In this war, the second war, Britain won the war and started to dominate Africans. This is the beginning of the British rule. Africans were oppressed, no freedom for the Africans. Human disaster existed upon the Africans. Africans were outlaws at the time. There was continuous bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender and other discrimination existed. Apartheid, the term, actually it is a institutionalized racial segregation by whites upon the blacks. People were classified into four in Africa. One is black, white, Indian or colored. The white people, they are dominant force in that country. The other black, Indian and colored, they are oppressed by the white people. People separated due to the race. In this situation, many people rose against this British rule. They began to fight against the British oppression. And there are many freedom fighters. Nelson Mandela, Oliver Tambo, Walter Sisulu, Chief Lutherlis, Yusuf Tadros, Bram Fishers, Robert Soberquist, etc. Many people, they gathered the people against the British rule. They fought to get their freedom, their rights. Particularly in this chapter we are studying about this Nelson Mandela. He is a key role in the protest. He was born on 18th July 1918, died on 5th December 2013. He is a freedom fighter, member of African National Congress. He fought for the Africans, but he was arrested for 30 years and he released in the year 1990. Later elections were held and he was elected as the first president in the year 1994. He wrote a book about his life, that is his autobiography, under the title Long Walk to Freedom. Now let us know details about election. It was held on 27th of April in the year 1994. 252 seats out of 400 seats won by African National Congress. Nelson Mandela elected as the first president from 1994 to 1999. The first deputy president, Thabo Mbeki. Second deputy president, FWT Klerk. In the lesson, this chapter is began with the inauguration ceremony. That inauguration ceremony was held on 10th May 1994 in the Union Buildings Amphitheatre in Pretoria. More than 150 countries, politicians, dignitaries attended. Nelson Mandela's daughter Janani went along with him. President, first and second deputy president took oath for the country. The arrangements: South African jets, helicopters, troops carriers rode in perfect formation over the Union buildings. It was a military demonstration of their loyalty to democracy, to new government. Highest generals of South African Defence Force and police saluted Nelson Mandela. A several of Impala jets left a smoke trail of the new South African flag, black, red, green, blue and gold. Two national anthems were sung. One is Nkosi Sikelel' of Africa. This was sung by whites, and another one, Die Stem. This song was sung by blacks. Nelson Mandela's speech. Nelson Mandela took the oath in front of many other politicians, dignitaries of more than 140 countries. He conferred glory and hope to newborn liberty since they achieved political emancipation. He pledged to liberate the Africans from continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender and other discrimination. He even said that South Africa would never experience oppression by any other country. The sun would never set in Africa. He prayed God to bless Africa. Next is viewpoints in the speech, and he was grateful to the African patriots who struggled hard to liberate Africa. He was thankful to them, for he was the sum of all African patriots. He was pained since he was not able to see the result of all their sacrifices. What he learned in the future, what he learned in the past, earlier childhood days, in the young age, he explained everything. He learned meaning of courage since he saw them risking and giving their life comrades. Here the meaning of the word comrades, friends. He saw men tortured and showed their strength and resilience. He believed that brave are the one who conquers fear without being scared of. He gradually learned that people know to love and don't need to be taught, but hate on the other hand is taught, thus resulting in hatred among everyone. He learned these lessons from others. He believed that men's goodness is a flame that can never be extinguished, exhausted. For instance, when he and his friends were sent to prison, he could see a glimmer of humanity in one of the gods for just a second. Thus he believed that man's goodness can never be extinguished. He is talking about obligations. According to him, a man has two obligations. One is obligations to his family, his parents, his wife and children. And another obligations to his people, his country and his community. But a colored man would never fulfill his obligations in Africa due to the oppression and dominance of the whites. No freedom for the blacks. Freedom meant different things to Nelson Mandela when he was at a different stage of life. During his boyhood time, he enjoyed the freedom that was only an illusion. He was born free in every way, free to run in the field near his mother's hut, free to swim in clear stream that ran through his village, free to roast meals under the stars and ride the board backs of slow-moving bulls. During a student time, he wanted freedom only for himself, the transitory freedom of being able to stay out of at night, read what he pleased, went where he wanted to go. When he was a young man, in Johannesburg, he yearned for a basic and honorable freedom of achieving his potential, earning his skill, of marrying and having a family, wanted freedom not to be abstracted in a lawful life, but slowly and gradually, he realized that his freedom had already been taken from him. He began to hunger for freedom. When he joined African National Congress, what happened? He expressed in the speech, he realized that not only he, but all his African brothers and sisters were not free. Everyone's freedom was curtailed. Then only Nelson Mandela's hunger for his own freedom became the greater hunger for the freedom of his people. He believed that freedom is indivisible. Chains on any one of his people were chains on all of them, and chains on all of people were chains on him. A man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. He is locked behind the bars of prejudice and narrow-mindedness. One is not truly free if he takes away someone else's freedom. What inspired Nelson Mandela? He had a desire for freedom of his people, to live with dignity and self-respect. That desire transformed him. Frightened young man turned into bold one. Law-abiding attorney turned into criminal. Family-loving husband turned into man without a home. Life-loving man turned into a monk. He was a patriotic man who sacrificed his life just for the good and betterment of his people, Africans, and became the first black president of a non-racial, democratic republic government. My dear students, these are all the things we have learned about the Nelson Mandela activities and the author. I hope you have got a good clarity about this. Let me give you some question answer here. First one, can you say how 10th May is autumn day in South Africa? 10th May is an autumn day in South Africa, because on this day there was the largest gathering of international leaders on South African soil for the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. What ideals does he set out for the future of Africa, South Africa? Mandela had high hopes for the future of South Africa. He pledged to liberate all South Africans from continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender and other discrimination. He also stressed that the beautiful land of South Africa would never ever experience racial discrimination again. And third question, does Mandela think the oppressor is free? Why not? Mandela does not feel that the oppressor is free, because according to him, an oppressor is also a prisoner of hatred, who is locked behind the bars of prejudice and narrow-mindedness. He feels that both oppressor and oppressed are robbed of their humanity. My dear students, you learn this lesson, you read this lesson again and again, and you try to frame question and find out answer from the text. Now let me give you show you the photographs what already we discussed here, and that photograph will give you good outline of this particular chapter again. This is a photograph of Mandela taken in Umtata in 1937. This is a photograph Mandela and first wife Evelyn in July 1944. Wedding party. Mandela's former home. This is the apartheid sign. Touched room at Lily's Leaf Farm where Mandela hit. Lime quarry on Robben Island. The inside of Mandela's prison cell. The prison yard on Robben Island. Bust of Mandela erected on London's South Bank by Greater London Council. When he was in jail, Free Mandela protest in East Berlin in 1986. Luthuli House in Johannesburg, which became the All India African National Congress, ANC, African National Congress headquarters in the year 1991. Declared and Mandela at the World Economic Forum in the year 1992. Mandela casting his vote in the year 1994 election. Under the RTP program, many houses were built in Soto to the people, those who are oppressed. Mandela on a visit to Brazil in the year 1998. Mandela with the US President Bill Clinton. Mandela visiting London School of Economics in the year 2000. Nelson Mandela and former President of US George W. Bush in the Oval Office May 2005. When he passed away, members of the public paying their respect outside Mandela's Hockton home. In the year 1988, Soviet commemorative stamp captioned the fighter for the freedom, South Africa Nelson Mandela in Russian language. Flowers left at the Mandela statue in London's Parliament Square following his death. This is a bronze statue of Nelson and Winnie Mandela, his second wife. A long march to freedom at Marabeng. My dear students, you learn this lesson and really it will inspire you a lot. From this lesson, you can get a spirit to break the bonds, to break the injustice which is situated in our country too. And you also one day will become a famous freedom fighter. You also will become famous personality in the world. Nelson Mandela has written many quotes. From his quotes we can get positive and very powerful spirit with the Spirit, you live the life and overcome all the injustice which is in the world. Thank you, my dear students. Thank you so much.